running order, but I want to talk about the boys first.
No, I haven't seen
So,
it.
see, here's the thing now, Hori. We've hit the finale, so this just makes it even easier for you to avoid watching the boys.
This was my plan all along.
So I'm just going to remember to add it in every week that I'm going to ask you if you've watched the boys yet. Yeah. Here's the thing. I know you're going to hate it, but eventually you're going to cave and watch it, and you're going to love it. And
Do
then
you know
you're
what the
going to
thing
thank
is,
me.
though? Now we've got the Miss Marvel finale, and there's no show on at the moment.
Yeah, it's probably worth you doing it for content.
It's the easiest time to do it because there's no other things distracting me.
But anyway, the boys finale was phenomenal. As far as I am concerned, that finale has cemented the first 3 seasons of this show as one of the greatest shows of all time. And I think a lot of the internet's tending to agree with me. It is being spoken about in the echelons with your Breaking Bads and the Sopranos and stuff like that. It has been some peak storytelling, and I cannot wait for the next season. I think it has also given Amazon a lot of stock in the viewer market of people going, maybe getting Prime Video is worth it. Because if they can produce this kind of show, maybe like the Lord of the Rings show is definitely going to be worth watching now instead of oh, I'll see what the reviews are like kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's coming, isn't it?
Yeah, we might.
Is it September?
Yeah, we might have to add that into the rotor. I mean, we're going to watch it anyway. It might be worth doing it. So, what? It's basically all roads are coming to an end in the boys finale, as a finale basically always is. We've got Butcher and Huey and Co. and Soldier Boy going. Well, I mean, obviously, first they have to try and reconcile. Is Soldier Boy fight Homelander now that he knows he's his dad? We've got Homelander trying to work out what he's going to do now that he knows Soldier Boy is his dad. Noir has decided that he's ready to fight Soldier Boy after their past. Kamiko's got her powers back, and Kamiko, Starlight, Mother's Milk, Frenchie have decided they need to stop Soldier Boy because it's going to end badly. You've got the Deep just trying to continue to suck the soul out of Homelander's cock so that he can be successful again. You've got A-Train trying to work out what the fuck to do with a racist piece of shit heart now pumping his body.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, there's... You know, like, in the moments in, like, your life where it feels like everyone has got serious shit going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, you kind of forget about some people's serious shit.
Yeah.
That's legitimately what was happening in this finale, but somehow it didn't feel rushed either. I mean, granted, they knew they had another season already agreed, so they didn't need to rush literally every little bit of the stories to come through.
Yeah.
They were like, well, some of these stories we can continue into the next series. Some of them will cut off and open up for new stories, which is fine. But the way they did it was phenomenal. So I might get the order wrong, so don't shout at me if you're watching this about, oh, you said this happened, but it was actually this order. It's literally been a week since I watched it. But Homelander found out where Ryan, his son, was being kept.
Okay.
And went to see him. And after Ryan's last interaction with Butcher at like the beginning of this series, where he decided Butcher was now an arsehole, he's kind of willing to give his dad another chance, which is obviously a bad idea because Homelander's a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
So he agrees to go with him, which is Panic. And I think Homelander's willing to try and be a better father after now realizing he did actually have a father who wasn't a father to him. We kind of get a scene of the boys saying, sorry, Huey and Butcher saying to Soldier Boy, okay, come on, the time is now, let's go kill Noir and then we'll kill Homelander. Sorted. And like although he looks like he's going along with it, we're not 100% sure if Soldier Boy's going to flake out on them.
Right.
So it's almost like they're trying to rush and get it done now before he has time to decide he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, before he changes his mind.
Yeah, exactly. Then we get Starlight and co. The other boys, but who don't want to kill everyone. Rock up at the apartment. No, fuck, I've missed something. See, I've already done it. Basically, the Department of Justice is getting ready to raid Vought Tower after Starlight exposing Homelander live.
Oh.
And as a result of that, they need to get Maeve out of the security bunker at the bottom, because if they find Maeve in prison there, that's like enough evidence for them to really go after him. Transporting her out goes a little bit wrong and Maeve manages to break out, which is obviously good because we like Maeve.
Okay.
Maeve arrives at Mother's milk apartment to join the good boys. Although she is kind of more leaning to agree with the bad boys because she wants Homelander dead. And she also hasn't seen firsthand how unfucking stable Soldier Boy is. So they rock up at the apartment to kind of go, no, we're doing this our way, not your way. At which point Maeve takes the nerve gas that Frenchie's managed to procure to have a chance of subduing Soldier Boy, and very carelessly launches it out the fucking window. So somewhere on the other side of New York, someone's just been nerve gassed, but that doesn't really get resolved.
Someone eating their lunch.
Yeah. She just throws it straight out the window. Obviously, she's super strong, so it goes a fucking way. But like, I mean, it's got to land somewhere.
Should have done this post-credit scene.
That would have been fucking hilarious, to be honest. And she kind of changes sides and helps them lock the good boys in the vault in that building. So the Maeve, Huey. No, Huey changed sides. He went in with the good boys, and he was trapped in the vault. He was like, "Yeah, maybe we don't need to kill him." Okay. So he kind of got locked away.
Rookie error.
And Soldier Boy. So yeah, Maeve, Butcher, who took V again like a fucking dumbass, because obviously that we've now found out that can be fatal.
Yeah.
And Soldier Boy decide they're gonna attack Vought Tower.
Okay.
We then cut back to Vought Tower where we see Noir turning back up because obviously he's been MIA. And Homelander's like, "It's good to see you, buddy. Did you know that he was my dad?"
Awkward.
And he's like, "Yeah, I knew." Obviously, he didn't say anything because he doesn't speak. And he's like, I can see through your mask because of my eyes and stuff. So I know how mangled and fucked your face is. So although everyone sees like the outside and they're like, "Oh, he's unreadable," I can see every micro expression you have. I always know what you're thinking. But the fact that you managed to keep this secret from me ruins all of our trust. So they punches a hole in his stomach and rips his guts out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I mean, broken trust will do that.
Yeah, and then we get a genuinely heartbreaking scene of Noir on the floor bleeding out and all of his mental cartoon characters coming over to comfort him in his dying moments.
Oh.
Which was genuinely very sad, which is genuinely fucking impressive. And then Homelander takes the helmet of Noir and uses it to scare the holy crap out of Deep, A-Train, and Ashley. Ashley obviously doesn't have superpowers. He exposes Ashley as being bald because basically when she's super stressed, she's been ripping her hair out. Right. So he's like, "Take off that fucking wig, it's embarrassing." So basically, like, dehumanizes the three of them in front of each other.
Shit.
Yeah. He's like, "When I never had a family growing up, when I got told I was going to have the 7, I thought it was finally going to be the family I always wanted, and instead I got stuck with you fucks."
Oofed.
Yeah. So now he's just kind of fully accepted. He's not even going to try and be nice to them. and help them be like a family. He's just going to use them because you do what I say, otherwise you die.
Yeah.
So then he sends the Deep out on an errand. That errand is killing a major senator who's tipped to be the next vice president. So just, tiny little bit of treason, nothing major. Then we get the showdown of them arriving at Vought Tower to kill Homelander.
Right.
Soldier Boy sees Homelander and he goes, "Where's Noir?" And he goes, "Oh, I killed him." To which Butcher turns and basically goes, "All right, Noir's already dealt with, kill your fucking kid."
Oh.
But Homelander's obviously decided that family's important to him now because he's reconciled with Ryan and his dad's there. He's like, "Hey, we don't have to do this. But we can be dad and son and grandson, and we can be fucking unstoppable. This is lit. We get to be a family." To which basically you've got to remember Soldier Boy comes from the 40s. To which he basically went, "You're a giant fucking pussy and I'm embarrassed of you."
Ooh.
Yeah, which, I mean, bearing in mind we know how much of a little crybaby Homelander is, like over genuinely mild stuff, being reamed out by his father, who he's only just met, as I'm sure you can imagine, was pretty heartbreaking for him.
Tough scenes, honestly.
And if he wasn't such a flaming arsehole, I'd probably have felt bad for him. At which point, they kind of start fighting a little bit. And Soldier Boy starts powering up to, like, nuke him.
Oh, okay.
But Ryan jumps in front of him. So Butcher, not realizing that Ryan's now, like, fully on Homelander's side, then tackles Soldier Boy because he doesn't want Ryan to get hurt.
Right.
So then you get a bit of Maeve and Homelander beating the shit out of each other, which was fucking awesome. You get a fight scene between Soldier Boy and Butcher, which again was fucking awesome. And then the good boys rock up. And basically their whole thing is subdue Soldier Boy enough so that he can't nuke the entire building. Until Frenchie can remake the gas in Vaught's lab to knock him out.
Got you.
So they continue to do this, leads to a great fight scene. There's not really a lot to say about the fight scene, which is heartbreaking because it's a great fight scene and it does, like, in a weird way, make the episode. But, like, what can you say about a fight scene?
Yeah.
It's another really good one, like the one in the Herogasm episode. That's all I can say. It's just top tier. Then Soldier Boy starts nuking up, I guess you could call it. They get the gas, they try and gas him, but he manages to fight them off. Which, bear in mind, again, this is a nerve agent that should kill people. And he's just, like, chugging it to try and get him to go to sleep, and it's not even really working. So he manages to fling it off, and he's about to explode and kill everyone, at which point Maeve tackles him out the fucking window.
Ooh.
And there's a big explosion with them just outside of the clearance of the building so that no one really gets hurt.
Classic.
We then get, like, a moment where it looks like Butcher and Homelander are about to have it out. But then Ryan kind of goes and goes, Butcher, just fuck off, basically. Just leave me and my dad alone. And then Homelander's like, he's giving you one last chance here, just go. So it was kind of a weird moment where Homelander was almost like, I don't want to fight anymore, and I'm trying to be a better dad than my dad. So my son said to just let you go, so I'm going to let you go this one time.
Interesting.
And again, because Ryan didn't want them to fight, Butcher's almost like, okay, I'm going to do it for the kid as well.
Right, yeah.
So they all kind of leave and go their separate ways. We get a scene of, like, the boys' headquarters, where Starlight's like, cool, I guess I'm one of the boys now. Which again, really fucking cool. That she's like fully part of the boys, even though she's been working with them since the beginning. She's like given up fully her role in the Seven, to be part of the boys full time. We also get Butcher at the hospital getting told he's got like 6 months to live, maybe a year if he's lucky, because of the damage the temp fee's done to him.
Yeah.
We get to see that Maeve didn't die in the explosion somehow. But she did lose her powers.
Oh.
So now she gets to be with the woman she's loved for years but couldn't be with because of Homelander. And basically they're going to run away and hide and be quiet somewhere and just try and live normally.
Live happily ever after.
Yeah. I doubt they're gonna get that, but you never know. We see. One second, let me make sure I've got this right. Yeah, we see Soldier Boy, who's obviously not dead. Back in like a knockout chamber with that nerve gas being pumped into it constantly to keep him stum.
Okay.
Being put in like a mega prism so that he's out of the way, because like they can't kill him. They don't know how to kill him.
Yeah.
So it's like the best we can do is just keep him knocked the fuck out.
Put him on
time.
ice.
Yeah, literally. Which I mean, if it doesn't rear its ugly head next season, it will definitely come back season 5. Because it's a huge actor and a very powerful character that's difficult to just leave unattended.
Yeah.
What else do we get? Oh, yeah. So we get a moment where, so you got to remember, Homelander, although in the comics he wasn't exactly like this. I mean, he's still a piece of shit, but they've obviously updated him to be more relevant. At this point, he's kind of acting like a bit like Trump. In that kind of, he has his extremists who are chirping that everything against him is fake news and all that kind of shit.
Okay.
So he goes down to all of his loyal subjects and he goes, I've got someone to introduce you guys to. This is my son, Ryan. So then Ryan flies down and says hi to everyone. And someone throws a cannon. It hits Ryan in the head. And Homelander literally lasers his fucking brains out in front of everyone. Which obviously he's never done before. But then you get, I told you how MM's daughter's stepdad was one of Homelander's extremists.
Yeah, I remember that.
He starts cheering for him when he sees this, and then everyone starts cheering for him. So he's just murdered this person in cold blood, and all of his fucking cronies are cheering for him. Like, covered in the guy's blood. They're all there like, yeah, go Homelander. And then we finish with a shot of Ryan's face going like this.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So we've got a little mini Homelander on the cards. So season 4's gonna be fucking lit.
Sounds like it's gonna be chaotic as shit.
Yeah. So you definitely need to catch up before season 4.
I've probably got plenty of time, right?
Probably year, 18 months, I'd imagine.
Plenty of time then.
But yeah, no, fucking awesome. And then